everyone, and welcome to TWF Monday Night Raw, or Moon Night Raw. I, Michael Cole, with Pat McAfee and with Jackal, or Cyrus. And then today on Monday Night Raw, we're going to talk about what happened yesterday on Power & Might. Yesterday on Power & Might, we saw Keith Lee and Xia Li fight for the TWF Pennsylvania Rights winnings. No, for the TWF 24/7 winnings. My mistake. And Xia Li beat Keith Lee and kept the TWF and kept it. Oh fuck. Kept the TWF 24/7 winnings, for another day. Now we got Becky Lynch coming in the ring now. I don't know where that weakling Arrow's at, but the man has come around again, and the man is going to get even for losing to Arrow 1 week ago. So Arrow, wherever you're at, bring your rear out now. Because I will not, handle, losing to someone like you. It's some kind of mistake, some kind of stunt that I would lose to someone like you. It should be me going for the TWF heavyweight winnings, and not you, Arrow. So, Becky Lynch, you still think that you taught everyone how to be great, and that no one could teach anyone else how to be great before you came along, right? Well, let's see about your so-called greatness. Well, your so-called greatness was when you shifted heel for the first time in 28 between FYL. That was your so-called greatness. And then everyone started to onlook you because you got your nose broken by mishap or by the booking on a Moon Night Raw back in 28 between FYL as well. Then you bullshitted around for some time and told everyone that if you won the strap, you would then be great. So what happened? You won the woman World Heavyweight winnings more than once, the WWE Woman Heavyweight winnings more than once. You won even the WWE Women's Tag Team winnings 2 times. You even won King Lee Thunder 2 times, and you told everyone that I taught everyone how it was to show everybody how it was to be great, like no one else did. And you are so worried about what folks think of you that you took almost a whole year off. Then you came back. Then you left, became a heel again, then started guilting everyone else for why they should have kept choosing you. Then you left, became a heel again, and it's the same thing. Guilt everyone for shifting their back on you. Becky Lynch, you're not the only great, and these so-called greats out there are not as great as they think they are. You can't handle losing to me because in your mind, you can't handle losing. So you hit me and between the legs, gave me the manhandle slam. By the way, that's just a bookend or the stone bottom by an unlike name. And then you told everyone you won. Yeah, well, you were laying on the bloody ground, so that looks like I was the winner. No, I beat you, and what you did to me at the end of the match did not shift the outcome of the match. If you want to fight me again, by all means, we can do that. But sadly, Becky Lynch, you're just going to end up losing again like you did before. And a lot of folks like to talk about, they like to say, oh, the meaning of madness is doing something over and over again, and then thinking this time it's going to shift out. I'm like, shit! Stop falling over! Stop falling down. Do you need to be on a stand now just to be up here? Stop it. Because I will do that. And I know this time I'm going to beat you. Alright, Becky Lynch, so-called great one. You know, I taught folks how to be great too, Ric Flair says, and I've done it for many years. But I don't know if you say you're the only one that ever taught anyone how to be great. But I know what's going to happen now. It's going to be Arrow fighting you here today on Monday Night Raw or Monday Night Raw. And then when that happens, if Arrow beats you, then you'll go bitch and rant like you always do before. Like you did. Hey, we're not taught. Hey, you'll never be as great as me. No need how many straps you win. You're not going to even catch up to where I was at. Good day. Well, John Cena caught to where you were at. Oh. Fuck. Well, get out of the way. Well, ow. Well, it seems now, Michael Cole said, we're going to have Arrow fight Becky Lynch here today on Monday Night Raw, Michael Cole says. And Becky Lynch goes around telling everyone that she taught everyone how to be great. Or she showed everyone how to be great. Well, a closed stake and a drop kick by Becky Lynch, the so-called great one, Michael Cole says. Yeah, the so-called man, Pat McAfee says, who tells everyone that she showed everybody how to be great as long as she's on top. If she's not on top, then no one's great. And now she's taking down Arrow again, Pat McAfee says. I mean, she got to get off her high horse sometime, Pat McAfee says, and know that, yeah, she was good, she was great, but she's not the only great one out there, Pat McAfee says. Yeah, the Jackal says, like you not getting off your high horse and talking about how you were a great kicker in the NFL all those years for the team that you played for all those years. Well, you know what Pat McAfee says? I was a good kicker for my team in the NFL, but I also knew there were other players on that team as well, and we all were good. We all had our strengths and weaknesses, all right? Becky Lynch thinks she's the great of all time and thinks that she showed everyone how to be great. Kind of like you showed everyone how not to be great, Jackal, because you didn't have too many matches during your WWF run, or even your ECW run, or in your first TNA run, or even your 2 with TNA run or your AEW run. Well, I've done a lot more in my time than you ever did in your WWE run, the Jackal says. Becky Lynch is going to, show Arrow who the great one is. And I'm not talking about Green Gretzky. The Jackal said, who called himself the Great One, which The Rock or the Stone stole that saying from. 1, 2 and a kick out. Well, Michael Cole says Becky Lynch is irked that Arrow would kick out a manhandle slam. So now she's going to do the manhandle slam again. And this time Arrow got her. All down. Arrow did a splash on Becky Lynch, Michael Cole says. The man is in a bind. Yeah, she's in a bind, Jackal. She's in a bind, Pat McAfee says. And if she's as great as she says is, she'll get out of bind. Well, don't reckon Becky Lynch out yet. She'll get out of this, the Jackal says. You'll see. 1, 2, 3. Ding, ding, ding. Here is your winner, Arrow. And Arrow, this time Arrow is the one who beat Becky Lynch here today on Monday Night Raw, or Monday Night Raw. And that means that, if she's not going to handle losing that well, kind of like Gunther, he doesn't handle losing well either, and neither does Becky Lynch. And now Becky Lynch is pissed off now that she lost to Arrow not once, but 2 times. And I think she's got no one to kill, only herself. She came in thinking high of herself, and then Michael Cole said she ended up losing. Well, yep, that is what happened, Pat McAfee says. And that Becky Lynch or Rebecca Coyle, Quinn couldn't handle that, Pat McAfee says. I guess not, the Jackal says. Becky Lynch couldn't handle losing because you shouldn't be losing to a DC South like Arrow in the first stead. Well, Michael Cole said we're going to take it away now to Renee Young. Thank you, Michael Cole. I'm going to be talking with Becky Lynch here today on Monday Night Raw. What the bloody hell do you want? Well, I just want to know how is it that you lost to Arrow again? Losing to that flight of shit Arrow again, that shouldn't have happened. I had him beat, and somehow, some way, Arrow got lucky. And that's the only way he beat me. Well, Arrow, I guess so. Then Arrow must have gotten lucky in his first match with you, and your 2 with match with you as well. But luck doesn't run out when you're with the man. Sooner or later, I will beat Arrow. That bloody DC South. At least I came from Walmart. Or did I come from Big Lots or Aldi's? Whatever. At least I didn't get given away to the Glassport Frith Middle. Hey, he did get given away to the Glassport Frith Middle, and somehow, some way, I didn't stop him from beating you, who either came from Walmart or came from Big Lots or came from Aldi's. I'll tell you what right now, I will beat Arrow. The man will not rest until I have Arrow beat. Well, that's my talk with Becky Lynch. Back to you, Michael Cole. Well, thank you, Renee Young, for talking with Becky Lynch. Thank you for talking with Becky Lynch here today on Monday Night Raw or Monday Night Raw. And that's all the time we got here. I, Michael Cole, with Pat McAfee and with the Jackal. We hope you like Monday Night Raw, and we'll see you tomorrow for NXT.